Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to Spiritual Bloom, where we bloom within our consciousness, with your spiritual guide and Twinflame coach, Neha. In today's episode, we will be talking about the importance of portals in a Twinflame journey. What is the significance of these portals in this journey, and what are portals actually? We will have a in-depth explanation and understanding of this topic today. So, my lovely people, have you ever noticed that during certain dates, moon phases, eclipses, or even specific repeating numbers like 1111, your twin flame connection suddenly intensifies? You start dreaming about them more, you feel emotional waves out of nowhere, old wounds rise to the surface, communication suddenly appears after months of silence, or separation becomes even more intense. Many people in the twin flame community call these energetic openings as portals. But what are portals really? Are they mystical gateways, cosmic alignment points, or are they energetic periods designed to accelerate healing, awakening, and soul evolution? So, first, let's understand what are portals. In spiritual communities, portals are believed to be periods of heightened energetic activity. Where the energies are heightened, the energies they change from being smooth, soft to intense. That's why these energetic activities can include angel number, showing you synchronicities of 1111, 1212, then eclipses, solstice and equinoxes, full moons, new moons, planetary alignments, Lion's Gate portal, and personal awakening cycles. The idea is that during these moments, energy becomes amplified, emotions intensify, and truth surfaces faster, and spiritual lessons accelerate. Now, whether you see these portals as literal energetic gateways or symbolic psychological shifts, one thing is undeniable. People often experience profound emotional and spiritual changes during these periods, and twin flame connections tend to react very strongly to them. Why? Because the twin flame journey is fundamentally a journey of transformation, as you all know, and these portals amplify such transformative process. So, why do twin flames feel portals more intensely? The twin flame connection, as we all know, is described as a mirror connection, meaning your fears, your wounds, your insecurities, your unhealed patterns, and even your hidden spiritual gifts are reflected back to you through the other person, that is your divine counterpart. That's why this journey feels so intense compared to ordinary relationships. Now imagine what happens when portal energy arrives. Everything becomes magnified. If love exists, it intensifies. If fear exists, it intensifies. If avoidance exists, it intensifies. And if awakening is trying to happen, the awakening process accelerates. Portals act almost like energetic pressure system. That's why they push buried emotions to the surface. Maybe that's why I think you must have noticed that during such portals, many of you experience these emotions like sudden contact, telepathic dreams, emotional purging, anxiety or exhaustion, strong synchronicities, heart chakra sensations, and a deep urge to either reunite with your counterpart or run and completely withdraw from this divine journey. Because portals expose whatever can no longer stay hidden. That's why these portals act like a pressure. Suppose you have been given a deadline at work and you have this pressure of finishing that work within a day or two. In the same way, these portals also, they come, they have a check on you whether you have done that amount of work which is required or not. If you have done, it accelerates your awakening, and if not, then it pushes you so that you accelerate your inner work and reach into the next step. Because if you don't do your inner work properly, these portals, they push you. That's why you feel anxiety, you feel scared, you feel insecure. It's because you have not done the work which was supposed to be completed within a day or two. So the universe does not understand timing. It understands that you are doing inner work in a certain way, and you have to keep going, keep pushing through that awakening process, through that divine journey process. So when you are lagging behind, the universe also knows how to put pressure on pressure points. Those pressure points may be your emotions, your fears, your insecurities. So it puts a pressure on those pressure points so that you feel terrible and you start working on those things and try to heal them. Now we'll understand that portal and the runner chaser dynamic. So one of the most misunderstood aspect of the twin flame journey is the runner chaser dynamic. During portal period, this dynamic often becomes amplified. Why? Because portal force emotional truth upward. Like I told you, portals, they force these pressure points. It presses your pressure points wherever. Just imagine it's your body. You have some pressure points and you've got some kind of sickness, and you need to press those pressure points in order to release that sickness, but you are not pressing the pressure points properly. So what will the universe do? It will come on its time like a doctor, and it will pressurize those pressure points. That's why you feel pain, you feel anxiety, you feel strange sensation, you feel the urge to separate or to withdraw. You go through a dark phase during portals. I'll just say that. That's why the universe comes and presses your pressure points so that you can feel the pain. Until and unless you don't feel the pain, you're not going to work on those pressure points, no? So the universe knows, they are smart. So it presses your pressure points during those portals, and you understand that, okay, I need to work on this, this and this. Then you start working until the next portal comes again to have a check on you. So we all know the runner chaser dynamic. So the portal energy, it exposes the imbalance during this runner chaser dynamic, and this is important to understand because portals are not punishments. They are just like teachers. They come and check on you. They are opportunities for alignment, and they reveal where healing is still needed. That's why I told, no, they come and press your pressure points wherever it's paining. You know that it's paining, you know that you need to press that point in order to release energy so that you'll get some healing, but you are not pressing it. So that's why the universe comes and gives you such pressure that you feel miserable, vulnerable, and you know that I have to work on these things. They reveal where healing is still needed. And this is why many separations happen around major energetic portals, not because the connection failed, because unresolved wounds surface too strongly to ignore. Sometimes distance becomes necessary for growth. That's why two people are kept apart. Without distance, you'll never learn. Without being away from each other, you'll never learn. You'll never have self-growth, and you'll never ascend. That's why this distance is so much necessary. And these portals, they are like, how should I give you an example? Just like in office, the head of the department, the HOD, always comes and surveys around, right? To see what is going on right and what is going on wrong. They come, they survey once in a month or twice, once in 2 months. In the same way, portals also, they come like that. So this distance, this separation, and this portal, these two things are so much important for your self-growth. Without these two things, you'll never grow. Without portals, you'll never understand which part of your body, which part of your emotions, needs healing, you'll never be able to understand. That's why you should never be scared when portals come. Oh my god, now the portal will come. Now I'll be in the dark night of the phase. Now I'm so scared the separation will happen. No! Just let it loose. If separation is happening, let it be. If you are uniting, let it be. Just remove the fear and start working, because the universe, through these portals, they show you the mirror that you have completed task 1, task 2, but task 3 and task 4 requires healing. So you should not run away from portals. They reveal the current state of your divine journey, where you are in your divine journey and how much more healing is required. Now we will understand what is divine timing and portals and what is the significance between these two. So one of the hardest lessons in the twin flame journey is surrendering to divine timing. Many people, they get very impatient. Even I was like that during the beginning time. I was very impatient. I used to think, when will my union take place? I'm so fed up of waiting. I had little knowledge. I thought it was like a normal relationship, and I started comparing and taking it like a normal relationship. So instead of surrendering to divine timing, I started making my own timing and started calculating. I started controlling the timing. So when we do that, you often get stuck. Instead of letting it loose, if you try to control the timing or keep on thinking when will it happen, you will be stuck. So people often ask, if we are meant to be together, why isn't happening it now? Because spiritual alignment is not just about love. You have to realize you're not in an ordinary journey. This is a divine journey. So in a divine journey, if you want success, you have to reach that divinity. It's about readiness. Portals are believed to accelerate readiness. Think of them as checkpoints in soul evolution, like I told you. They come to have a check. Let me check, this person has healed this last month I came. This person was supposed to heal its fears and abandonment issue. Let me see whether this person has healed or not. Then they come. They come in the month of August, and they come and they check. But you have not healed. You fear abandonment. Then the separation comes. So these are checkpoints. During these energetic windows, the karmic lessons intensifies, emotional healing speeds up, spiritual awakening accelerates, and all cycles, they collapse. Sometimes a portal enters your life specifically to break illusions. If you have been an illusion for a very long time, thinking that this old way or old habit of life that I'm carrying is the same life and the same routine which I can take forward, the universe will come, it will bring a portal, and it will show you that you are living in illusion. This is not the life that you are supposed to follow. You need to break this illusion and move forward with separate kind of lifestyle, completely different from the one that you have been following till now. Sometimes you may feel like, and you may realize that you have been abandoning yourself, chasing validation, chasing people, confusing obsession with spiritual love, or waiting for someone instead of evolving yourself. And this is where the journey shifts, because the deeper purpose of twin flame path is not dependency. It's awakening. It's the soul awakening. It's the individual soul awakening. So portal, they force growth towards authenticity. Now let me tell you, many people, they have this question that why separation often happens during portals. This part is painful, but you need to understand that it is necessary. Many twin flame experience separation during powerful energetic portals, because portal brings hidden wounds into conscious awareness, and not everyone is ready to face what emerges. Sometimes one person awakens spiritually faster. Sometimes childhood trauma rises up. Sometimes the ego defenses become stronger before they dissolve. The connection becomes too intense, too revealing, too transformative, and separation becomes a catalyst, not for punishment but for self-discovery. That is why many people report that during separation they awaken spiritually, they discover their life purpose, they heal deep emotional wounds, and reconnect with self-worth, develop intuition, and also learn unconditional love. Ironically, separation often becomes the stage where true union with the self begins, because without separation, you will never understand how much work is required in order to heal yourself. Until and unless you don't do your individual self growth, don't even think about reaching union. Because without inner union, outer union cannot sustain itself. So, the true purpose of portal is mainly evolution. It is not obsession, not fantasy, not emotional chaos. It is just simple evolution. Portals, they shake loose what is no longer aligned. They accelerate awakening, they expose illusions, and they push people towards authenticity. In the twin flame journey, portals often activate shadow work, emotional healing, spiritual gifts, deep intuition, heart expansion, and surrender. So, a portal will amplify whatever energy already exists within you. If you are grounded, portals can feel enlightening. If you are emotionally unbalanced, portals can feel overwhelming. That's why spiritual maturity matters so much on this journey. The goal is not to become addicted to signs, synchronicities, or chasing reunion dates. The goal is inner transformation, because when you do your inner transformation and align with yourself, that is the time you come into union with yourself. And when union with yourself is possible, outer union is not far away. So, I will give you some of the tips as to how to navigate portals in a healthy manner. If you experience portal energy, here are some important things that you can remember. Firstly, you should ground yourself during such times. Rest, hydrate, sleep, and reconnect your body. Secondly, you should not over obsess over union or reunion. One of the biggest mistake people make is that treating portals like guaranteed reunion dates. That creates emotional suffering. Portals are opportunities for growth, not promises of reunion outcomes. So focus on the inner alignment. Ask yourself, what is this experience teaching me? What wound is surfacing, and where am I abandoning myself? What are the parts that needs healing? The more you align with yourself, the less chaotic the journey becomes. Fourthly, allow transformation. Portals often dismantle old identities. Friendships may change, beliefs may shift, life path may evolve. So, the transformation can feel uncomfortable because growth requires releasing who you used to be and step into an individual and a personality that is completely new, completely different than what you were previously. So this is all about understanding the portals in a twin flame journey. Now, the portals does not just apply to a twin flame journey. I have seen people who are in a normal spiritual journey. They also go through a lot during such portals. So it is painful for everybody, but in a different manner. So I hope you like this episode on the portals and its importance in a twin flame journey. If you really like this episode, please like, share, and subscribe. For any kind of personal guidance, you can WhatsApp or email me. My contact details have been given in the description box and mentioned in the video as well. I provide a 10 to 15 demo before booking any kind of session. So if you really like my demo, you can move forward with the bookings. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting this Bloom family. I'll see you again in another episode.